Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you, a little midday money Wednesday, or as I like to call it. Well, I've called it for a long time. Wednesday, WINS day. That was my favorite. I used to do the I had an 888 number. I call it. It was a free pick line back in the day, and I'd always call it Wednesday, WINS day. Anyway, like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Picks and parlays, max wager, win free picks wherever you're watching. Know that midday money is live 7 days a week. All right. And I believe Tim Earl, my partner in crime. Hello, Tim. He's live 7 days a week with his brother with the Earl Sports Show. So we know we are diehard degenerates, basically. And it's like, we like to say we're pros, we do it, but listen, you do it every day. People might think you're a degenerate, but we're just trying to grind it out. That's what you got to do. Grind it out, folks. And we'll be talking about how people took it like an aluminum bat to the face. It was like you're Nancy Kerrigan yesterday getting hit in the kneecap, people. Oh, boy. I'm going to love the chat today. All right. Everything's scrolling here. 7-day steal underneath. If you want to get down on that, why wouldn't you? $39 for a week of plays. And here we go. It's also on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. I posted on Twitter. Come give me a follow. I already said it. I know. I want to retweet it again. Midday money. 8-3. I tweeted at the plays earlier because, I don't know. Maybe just some more eyes on Twitter. Anyway, sweep of the board. Get the brooms out on the video. 156 and 148 plus 2360. We'll take a nice sweep yesterday with our plays. What do we have? The Kansas City over. Padres run line game 1. Blue Jays actually threw that on the winning free pick daily, nightly video there. So 3-0 there. Wonderful. Getting the job done. Yearly stuff totals 154 and 109. Favorites that I've bet on 54 and 34. We'll talk more about that in a second. And my two sets of numbers, slightly different again, basically based on the totals. 381 and 361 plus $3,009. 376 and 370 plus $1,611. And again, you got five less wins. You have 9 more losses. Pushes to losses, pushes to wins. It adds up. Shop around. There's really no excuse for not shopping around. Even if you're in a state that doesn't have sports betting, the offshore, you can shop around for offshore spots. It is what it is, folks. There's plenty of the states that have it. You have multiple places to get down on. Now, before I get into the picks today, so I mentioned the favorites. All right, so I'm 54 and 34 my faves. I got 700 games I got bet. Now we saw favorites, utter destruction yesterday, right? It was like a car accident, and everybody stopped to watch and turned into a big pileup. The Tigers get it done as a dog, and I actually had a mini run line there, believe it or not. So that was one. I had a winning day yesterday, though. I had 10. I said I had 10 games. I won 6-4, and we won like 2 something because we take plus money. That's what we do. Tigers get it done. The Nationals, as a huge dog, get it done. No one saw that one coming. The Pirates get it done over Bernsey. Boston, again, I've had the Astros the last 2 days on a run line. Losers. Boston again, plus a 180 spot. And Seattle. I had Seattle all over the place yesterday. No, I didn't have Seattle here. It was a premium, but I got Seattle again today, and I bet Seattle on the site. It's there. Again, with the favorites. On the year, yeah, they're hitting 60%. Wonderful. Now, should you be up a lot of money? Maybe you should. Maybe. But how about favorites of 300 or more? 28 and 16 on the year. Nice. 28 and 16, baby. You got a winning record. Yeah, you're down 772. How's that treating you? Bet those faves, folks. Easy money. Easy money. Dogs that are plus 200 or more. All right. So $2 dogs. 39 and 73. Wow, look at this. If I'm taking favorites, I'm 73 and 39. Can't beat that. You're 30. What is that? You're 34 games over 500. Think you got money in your pocket. You know what? No, you're down 1545. If you're taking the $2 dogs, you're 39 and 73, but you're plus 1545. Folks, now, excuse me, I had a little burp come up there. I apologize. Got the mic right on you. I'm not a huge fave guy, right? I come in, I tell you right away, like, how are we doing that? How are we taking these uh, crazy favorites? Like the Mets were 180 on the run line. Today we see some big run lines. The Padres are 160 on the run line minus 330 with Snell. It's I'm sure the parlay crew in here went to bed crying. How does that happen? I haven't even got to the comments. I'm sure it's like, how do the Mets lose? Oh my goodness, the Pirates. Oh my goodness, I can't. Houston lost again. There's no and again. Did I have? I had Seattle out of that group. I had Seattle and I had Houston on the run line the other side, and I had the um, Twins run line. So it's not like I'm saying, look at me, I'm great. But I had run lines and I had a dog, and I go 1 and 2, and I lose uh, 50 bucks. Today, Mariners. Coley's good. I understand. I'm going to see Castillo. I'll see some Castillo here. Give me some Louis. Pitched well against him when he came in with the Reds. I'll take a plus 150 spot. And we'll talk about trades too here in a minute. Padres give me the over 8. There was a couple eights. I know there's some 8.5s there now, but I'm still going to go over here. Forget about, yay, it's Soto's in town. Snell is trash. I mean, we had a wild one in game 1. Never in doubt for that run line. It was 3-0. I'm like, yikes, what's going on here, San Diego? A lot of runs there. Now game 2 settles down 3-2, but I think we see some offense again today against Snell. Not somebody I love. Cool has been not as cool as a cucumber. He's been cool as in cold as ice on the mound. So I think he gave up a couple runs here. And the Dodgers run line. Now, I haven't had LA quite a bit as a run line play, but I'm going to take them here. I'm going to take them. The Giants we're going to show some fight because we didn't. We traded Darren Ruff to the Mets. I mean, I guess that's a nice kind of pickup for the Mets. I mean, is it kind of offsets Vogel, Bach there, whatever the other guy they picked up? I don't. You know what? Give me it's the Dodgers here or nothing. They just kind of truck along. And again, with the Dodgers on the run line, you're either taking Dodgers run line or you're taking a dog because they cover that run line or they just pretty much lose. Although yesterday I think was a 6-5 or 7-6 game, whatever. That being said, Dodger run line today. On to some trade talk. So the Soto deal goes down. Okay, wonderful. And they go all in. They get Drury. I like it. Although I'm shocked they didn't get another pitcher. I mean, they traded Lemon away, and then we talked about yesterday's doubleheader. I don't know. Yeah, the odds change. San Diego, good move. You got arguably one of the best players in the game right now, right? Top 5 guy for sure. Bell's a nice addition there. What's there to say? Moving on to, the Yanks would be my number 2 team to talk about here. And the Benedetti deal, wonderful. He's the top rental kind of guy, right? If you're looking for the old trade rental, he's the guy. He was the top of the board. And, Soto locked in, but good for them. They got the number 1 rental guy. And I think it's a good pickup. Super. You go and get Montes. Wonderful. Get a couple of relievers. The Cubby kid looks pretty good. And the A's guy, maybe to catch some little lightning there. His numbers are better than whatever. I don't know much about him. Gallo, they had to get rid of him. All right. And I probably say it's him for last because that's going to just talk about the Dodgers for a second. They pick up Gallo, hitting his $155 to pair with Cody, who's hitting the same $156, 188, whatever they're hitting. Muncie's hitting $2, right? What's he hitting? 190. I mean, whatever. Maybe Gallo. Those quotes yesterday had to get him out of here. But how do you trade Monty for Bader? Okay, he might be a Gold Glove center fielder. He's out for at least August, maybe September. Who the heck knows with his foot? He's really fast. He's got a foot problem now. You trade. I mean, okay, Cole's been solid all year. Cortez was good for the first half. He's been struggling a little bit lately. Talion the same. Uh, Sevy's on the injured list. And you trade Monty, who in his 3 years here is always like a 3.5 ERA, just goes out, does his thing. What are we doing? What is that about? Good for the Cardinals. You got Monty and you get Quintana. That's what you want to do. You want to kind of stockpile pitchers. The extra trade. What are you doing? Bader, how about you trade for any kind of pitcher? You let Jury get away. Donaldson's having a brutal year. What are you doing? Let Florial play. Bring back Andujar. Heck, bring up Peraza, the rookie guy. I don't know. And Baltimore, trade away their closer. You got to like the Twins pickups. Right? Twins went out, made a move. They're trying. White Sox and the Indians. What are you doing? You're a game out of first. What? You're not making a move? Unbelievable. If I'm on, interesting stuff. Faux show. Joshua, is it late or is it me? What do you mean it's late? We started right at noon. Playboy, we were right here. Tim all first.
He posted something.
He posted at 10:37.
Yeah, 11:37. Yeah, he was 23 minutes early.
You're a little early. I loaded the chat up because I wasn't sure if I'd be back for picking my son from football.
There you go.
And you never know. Maybe a Culver stop. Whataburger. You don't know what's going to happen. Although it's nothing. I got a no-meal cream pie. They're tasty. Who is this picture of? Is this Scherzer holding Judge? What is that? Is that
Scherzer holding Judge?
It should be somebody holding. Should be the Nationals holding the Mets.
No, to be fair, I changed that after the Subway Series.
All right, that's funny. David, how are you today? Good afternoon. I like the Brew Crew and the Blue Jays money line. All right, Milwaukee dropped 2 in a row. This is a spot here where I kind of want to take the Pirates plus the 175 here. No way the Brewers lose again to the Pirates. They've only lost 2 in a row. They can't lose again. I can't lay $2. Where is the my oatmeal cream pie's in the way of my other mouse? Where's this Milwaukee? Freddie Peralta laying $2. I can't lay $2 for Freddie Peralta. The Jays. Oh yeah, this is Kikuchi, right? This is the early game. Kikuchi and Beeks. I don't like Kikuchi. I want to say over, but honestly, I don't know. I think the Jays offense, I think they can manage to do a little bit here. Tampa's just, they've dropped 8 to 10? 10 to 12, 10 to 13. They're not playing good ball. It's a pick 'em. You want to take Toronto? I'm not going to. Go for it. Eric, good afternoon here. Mets team total over 5.5. You'd think, right? Anibal Sanchez on the mound today, right? Oh my goodness, Anibal Sanchez. Get it done. Here we go. Best Twitter feed in America. Texas under the 8 with Martin Perez. I could do that, yes. Twinkies run line minus the 105 with Ryan. I thought about this. I did. Ryan, though, he's got the 5 ERA in July. 10 runs his last start. Kind of like skews it a little bit. Before that, 22 innings, 13 hits, 6 runs. So, 4 innings, 10 runs kind of skews it a little bit. But even leading up to that, he was kind of giving up a few runs. But again, 105. I liked him yesterday. You should like him again today. I mean, I get it. Alexander. The Tigers offense. Later 105. Again, this almost made it. He's almost made it. Cleveland run line with Bieber. Bieber has not been. I looked at his numbers. Again, 115. You want to run and take it. I totally understand. I can't say, no, don't grab it. The guy's 5-7. I don't know. He's definitely not the same. But minus 115, sure. Casey over 8.5, yes. That's our buddy on the hill today, right? Little Lance Lynn going. And the mini total as well with Ryan and Alexander. 8.5. I got, that one I got really no thought on. Although, liking the Twins, I guess I have to like the run line. Brandon is here. I am doing good. Nice day yesterday. A little annoyed with the Monty trade. Again, I thought the Yanks should have been going after a Quintana Reynolds combo. I've said it before, I wanted another outfielder. Drury, we could have used another infield kind of guy. How about, all right, you don't want to get Jack Peterson. How about bring Wilmer Flores back to New York? Second, a little short third base help. You need another. Donaldson's been as bad as Gallo. I mean, are we expecting Matt Carpenter to hit 400 the whole time and hit a home run every 6 at bats? Got Castillo early over 6.5 Ks. Excellent, J Rock. Zach Wheeler Day and not Tuesday. Phillies over. Phillies plus 120 over Jays and Rays. I'm going to say over. I like the over because it's Kikuchi. I got to see Tampa hit a little bit though. I got to see them hit. Yeah, Wheeler today versus Morton. I thought about taking them myself, but Atlanta's reeled off 4 in a row, and Philly's lost a couple here. So I don't like getting in the way of the win streaks. We got Atlanta 4 in a row. Just be a no play. I'll have to pass. Giants struggling with the bats. Yeah, they are, Robert. So what are they doing sticking around like they're a contender? I would have liked, again, Rodon for the Yanks. I would have took Katana and Reynolds from the Pirates. I know they don't want to give up Volpe, and now they have them. They got all their top guys still. I guess on the flips, I'm trying not to come in with my, liking a team and like a bias to want to sound like a homer. I guess the fact that the Yanks kept their top guys, and I think only one of their guys was a round 4. Everybody else was after round 4. We'll see. I mean, the Bader, if the guy's healthy, I guess we're looking at next year with him. Do we sign Benedetti? I mean, Hicks. What's going on? Who knows? I like Dodgers run line too. How are you, Mr. Nika? Team total over. Yes. Free Mind is in the house. Good afternoon. Santander over 1.5 bases. Plus 135 is Ruby's 145. Ruby in 6 straight. I can do that. I mean, Perez has pitched well. Would be the only thing that's a little worrisome. Juan Soto is considered the best. I mean, Rob, you don't think the guy's a top 5? I mean, people have a little down year. I mean, he's in today's league, where I guess guys who hit 240 and strike out 220 times are considered good, right? No, strikeouts don't matter. This guy walks. How many walks does he have, Tim? He got 100 walks on a year? I mean, he's got 90 walks in 60 games or whatever that guy. I mean, the guy is excellent. I mean, I don't have his numbers right. No, do I gotta pull up his numbers? I mean,
I'm pulling them up now. Hold on. Stats. Juan Soto, 91 walks this year.
91 walks,
which is first in baseball. The next highest is Max Muncy at 60.
I mean, and that guy's hitting 180.
Yeah, he's hitting 160. Oh, Muncy's hitting 162.
162.
Poof, yikes.
160. And the guy, he bats cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Juan Soto. Let's just do a quick little look at Juan Soto's career. 2018, batted 292, 2270 as a raw rookie, 99 walks, 79 Ks. 2019, 150 games, only bat 282, 34 homers, 110 ribbies, 108 walks, Excuse me, I had his walks and strikeouts backward. 99 strikeouts, 79 walks. I'm sorry. 108 walks, 132 Ks. COVID, 13 homers, 41 walks, 28 strikeouts, 351. 2021, 29 and 95. 145 walks, 93 strikeouts, 313. And this year, 21 homers, 46 ribbies. Again, bad team. 46 ribbies. I mean, terrible. He did 40 ribbies in 47 games in COVID. Again, better team. 91 walks, 62 Ks. So he's batting 240. I mean, that's a combination of things. If you don't think Juan Soto's one of the top 5 players in baseball, Rob, I don't. I mean, like, you got to be. That's got to be a troll job here. Only fast guys have leg injuries. Hey man, like Johnny Oates said, when he has his team meal after the game and it's all burgers and chips and snacks, and people are like, whoa, there's no healthy food here. He's like, I got plenty of guys sitting down with pulled muscles. Nobody's sitting down with pulled fat. Never. I'll tell you. Only time I got hurt at the gym is when I blew out my my knee, and that was on a bike. Definitely not the fat. Never any pulled fat. No fossil problems. Big X. What do you say? Good call on the Mystics game, Tim.
It was a good day for WNBA in general yesterday. If you guys tailed all 4 of the plays, you cashed on all of them. So
4-0 sweep. Get the boobs out.
Get it.
Not a bad day in the video. If you took the WNBA, my baseball 7-0, put money in your pocket. Culver's ice cream. I had to shake, although I haven't tried to shake. The Phillies made some nice pickups. Again, the Phillies got more. I thought the Yanks would go after Garbage, Syndergaard, and Marsh. If I could get Marsh, that's a nice outfield pickup. I like it. Young guy. And again, the Phillies with the bullpen help. They bring in a guy to throw behind Gibson.
Not to mention now Syndergaard and Wheeler are back on the same team again.
And listen, he's not the same. He started out good. He's gone down. But I think that you trade guys, no matter the sport, you get them off a bad team, but especially in baseball, you see this more. You get a little refresher. You're like, look at this. I think it helps guys. Now, on the same token, you might have guys like, I hate getting traded. What am I going to do? I've been with this team X amount of years. My kids are in school, or they're just starting school. It's August. What happens here? I get that part of it. Maybe it's it's tough in some aspects, but I look at it as, hey, you're going to get a shot, especially Syndergaard, man. I mean, how many more shots this guy's going to get? He's not the same pitcher he was. He's in the thick of it here, and this Philly team. Now, people think the Mets and Braves are going to just battle out. Philly's got 11 games versus the Nationals. All right, a national team that is all. And yesterday they had a nice little win. Let's be honest. That's a total flat spot for the Mets, and you just knew that was going to happen. I don't see this team playing 200 ball down the stretch. No way. I don't see it. I don't see it. Although, I can't really say that because they do have some young guys. Like Gray, if Gore comes back, they do have some young talent that's supposed to be good. But again, if Philly doesn't go 10-1 versus these guys, you deserve to not make the playoffs, Philly. You got the easiest schedule coming up right there with those guys. And you have some head-to-headers versus the Mets and Braves to make up ground. JoJo Rabbit's in the house. I decided to pass essay with the trade deadline. I understand. It's tricky. I was a little worried. I pulled out some winners. I'll take it. Lane Elliott, how do you feel about under 8 St. Louis and the Cubbies? I like it. Cubbies. What are the Cubbies doing? Hi, let's trade bullpen guys, and we'll keep Happ and Contreras. You thought Contreras would be the number 1 guy traded. Now we're going to hold on to him because we'll be good next year. What? If you're a Cub or White Sox fan, you got to think, what the heck are we doing? DC Capper. Make some cash today. We make cash every day, Phil. That's what we do. Try every day. So I'm going to get hit with... Yeah, he's definitely going to get to hit a little bit more. He's going to see some pitches. He won't have to force things. Definitely going to hit a little better. No Judge today, in case anyone didn't know. No Judge. The Judge is out. Little rest day. Oh, I meant Sean. Sorry. What did you write, Freemind? No, I didn't. No, you put Tim. No. That's definitely. You were definitely Tim. Tim is going to be the Mystic guy. I'm not on the Mystic guy. Never heard we're pulled fat, baby. Never. Does he have a brother? I'm lost.
Who, me? No, I don't. No brother.
Yeah, he's got a brother. You can't tell them apart when they have their beards going. Ricketts! I'm going to say, man, where have you been? The guy clearly needed a change of scenery. And this is what I said about when he first came to the Yanks. I'm like, I liked it. I'm like, all right, Gallo, short porch, he's going to be good. The average will probably go up because, he's going to be lacing base hits. I assume the average would go up a little bit. But let's pull up the Gallo numbers. Let me find Joey Gallo because I know he's had one year where he hit better than like 200 or something. Where is the bear with me here. I pull up the Dodger trade. Where are all the here's the trade deadline deals. His numbers. Yeesh. Just like one of the bottom ones here. Where's the Gallo?
I found Gallo. The best way to look him up was through most strikeouts. Sorry. This year he's in 233 plate appearances. He's batting a solid 159.
Yes, I got him.
Strikeouts. On how many hits is he? 37 hits this year.
37 hits. One. Look at that.
So absolutely solid. 79 total bases, 12 homers, 40 walks, 24 RBIs. Dodgers are the biggest losers at the deadline for picking him up.
So let's just go through his career. We won't start 15, 16, 30 games, 17 games. 2017, 145, right? 41 homers, 80 ribbies, 196 strikeouts, batted 209. Next year, 148 games, 40 homers, 90 ribbies, 207 strikeouts, batted 206.
Yep.
2019, 70 games, again, 20 homers. He's a 40 home run guy. 114 Ks.
Homers are he busts, and most of the time he's busting now.
253. Again, 70 games. COVID 2020. Again, 10 home runs in 50 games. Batted 181. 2021, Texas. 95 games, 25 homers. Again, on pace because he had 13 with the Yanks. It's 38. 125 Ks in 95 games, 223. 13 homers for the Yanks in 58 games, 160. Hitting again, 159 this year. Lifetime two. The guy is a 200 hitter, and it's kind of skewed to 200 because he had a 250 year 1 year. He's an officially a 200 kind of guy. What do you expect out of him? What do I think? He needed a trade because his comments were bad. But this is what you are, Joey Gallo. This is what the Yanks traded for. His 3 full seasons in the league, 2017, 145 games, 2018, 148 games, and last year, 153 games, he had 209, 208, and 199. And he had 41, 40, and 38. What's there to see? 196 Ks, 207 days, 213 Ks. He plays 150 games. He'll hit 40. He's going to bat 200 and drive in. He'll hit 40. He'll drive in 80 runs because he hits a couple 2-run home runs. But what are the Dodgers? So the Dodgers get another guy who's struggling. Is he going to get hot? He's never been hot. When is he hot? He hit 253 in 70 games. Maybe he turns. Maybe that's what the Dodgers get out of the second half for him. Feel about Philly, Texas, Miami. What do you want to do? A parlay with these cats? With Wheeler, right? It's Wheeler's on the hill today. Perez and Sandy. I want to take where's Florida? I want to take the Reds today. I want to take the how are we laying $2 with Miami? He lost 5 straight and they can't score a run. I mean, I can't do that. Yeah, the Vin Scully stuff, just fabulous. I was telling Tim before we were talking about it. I said someone posted a clip of him from the '77 Cowboy Viking championship game. He's talking. He's like, "It looks like there's a little brouhaha in the stand. Oh, it's a fire." And he's like, "What's that? A blanket?" He's like, "Oh, it's a person's on fire." Wow. All right. Person's on fire in the stands. And his play-by-play guy's like, "Hey, well, welcome to Texas. It's crazy here."
Yeah. Real quick, rest in peace, Vin Scully. Also, Nick Castellanos bats next inning, so we'll see.
You know, you had to get that Nick Castellanos.
I threw $10 at him plus 450 to hit a homer today. Yep.
Now, I don't know if he's Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton had some better productive years than Joey Gallo.
Interesting with Josh Hamilton, he actually went to my high school.
Did he really?
Yeah. Well, he went to where my high school is. Back then it was called Athens Drive. Now it's called Middle Creek. But he went to the same physical high school that I went to in North Carolina.
I mean, how do you compare the two cats here, Ricketts? Because he parlayed a couple of years, an MVP year, into like $120 million contract. I mean, he was good.
Can't compare those two.
No, Hamilton was
actually do something. Hamilton actually, made the World Series.
Hamilton was, he was, I don't want to say great. I mean, he was awesome when he was healthy. The guy had, he got injury problems, and on top of, he's got a little addictive personality. Good job for the young man yesterday. Which one? Which young man? We only got one young guy here. That's this guy. He's the young guy. He's the young guy.
And the next comment was that I crushed the WNBA.
Yes. I was say I'm an old guy. His brother's Lenny.
There you go, J-Rock. Yep, he knows. He knows. My brother is Lenny, not Nick. Come on.
There you go. Stay out of his way and let him do the thing. I stay out of his way, Alan. Absolutely. What are you, new here? I get out of the way when he comes in here with WNBA and CFL. I let him do his thing. I don't come in and say rat patootie about it. I bought a business that's been crazy in the morning, starting to get stuff wrangled back in. I had a manager run interference from me. Listen, if you find a good person, here's the thing about when you run a business. Like you want, and this is why, being a entrepreneur, your own boss, whatever, you want everything done your way. Right? That's the way you can get done because it's your money, it's your name, it's your word, your product. You need a good manager. If you got a good person, a good number two who's going to be as psychotic as you running things, good. Mike, how have you been, Mike? I'm not seeing you in a bit. Hope you are well. Welcome back. I'm sure I'll see you in football here. We got Yankees, Dodgers, Braves, maybe Houston. Yeah, no way. But as we've seen in the past, always the teams that are hot at the end of the season usually win. Okay, all right. I thought this is World Series talk. I thought you were saying like bet all these guys today because they all lost yesterday or something. I'm like, oh boy, here with the Yankees losing in Houston. These are clearly the best teams. Clearly the best teams. I think you got to put the Mets in that also. And as much as I do like the Padres, great pickup. We've seen them lay some eggs sometimes. I think the AL goes through Houston because their pitching staff's good. And the bullpen is the best in the biz. They're quietly an excellent bullpen. The Yankees, I got to see them hit good pitching. It's tough. National League here, the Dodgers, they got the best record. It's tough not to say that. What weak spots we're saying about the Dodgers. The Dodgers still got the best record in baseball, and now they have three guys in the lineup hitting under 200. I mean, look at their averages. It's terrible. Yet somehow they're still the best team in baseball. Braves, sneaky good as usual. Wow. Last year, everything went right. This year, maybe it's going to go right again. Who knows? Odorizzi, I guess he had a little depth there behind Morton and Ian Anderson. You expect one of those three can any of those three guys kind of put it together down the stretch? Because they're going to need a third pitcher in the playoffs. Fried and Strider are solid. The bullpen is solid. You get a full postseason, I should say, of Acuna being healthy. Riley looks good. And the Padres. I do like the Padres. Big hill to climb. Thanks for coming in, though, Mike. I've not seen you in a bit. J Rock says Royals team total over 4. Yeah, man, it's Lance Lynn, baby. Lance Lynn. Can't believe Dodgers won a Gallo. Hey, when you're a team that's kind of tinkering a little bit, trying to find something, right? Who's hurt? Isn't Chris Turner hurt for them in the outfield? It's worth a shot for a couple weeks. Truck him out there for a couple weeks, see what happens. Worst case, he's a DH type guy. He's got power. The guy's, we ran down his numbers. I'm not doing it again. He's a 40 home run guy when he plays 150 games. He's also a 200 strikeout guy, and the guy who bats 199. Any WNBA today?
Yes. Hold on. I made a slider for it. Bam.
I know. I gave the snap. I thought it was coming up.
What I got him at. I went Liberty -6 against the Sparks again. They won by 29 yesterday. Sparks look awful. I took the Lynx. They're still fighting for a playoff spot. They're going up against the Storm, who have already clinched a spot in the playoffs. And then the Fever over the 160. Their offense is just awful. The defense is just awful on both sides. So over on that one. So those are the 3 WNBA plays today.
Speaking of WNBA, I'll be on Morning Wood today.
Yep.
For a little bit. I know it's WNBA Wednesday, but I'm going to pop on for a little while. I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
Yes, for me to pop on too. So
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm guessing. What time are you going on?
She said to hop on whenever. She just said to hop on, so I said okay.
All right, good to know. I was going to go on at 1:15. I didn't know. I got to do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever works.
I'm doing another football show at 2:00 with Ross Benjamin.
Have fun.
But I'm probably going to talk. You'll do WNBA. I think I'm going to talk some preseason football. Now, the preseason football I have posted already on the site. I'm going to tell you my little thoughts on how I like to look at preseason football. And I'll do this again tomorrow in here. But if you're in that show, that's what I'm going to say. Unless you have something else, who knows? Even me, I'll just talk off the top of my head. I don't mind. Gallo will disappear just as quick as Hamilton and become irrelevant. Hamilton played for, a little bit until he got hurt. I mean, the guy got a contract. Could you pull up the Josh Hamilton contract, Tim, for me? I mean, I'm pretty sure he got he was with Texas. I mean, forget about the wild home run derby game he put up in the Bronx, where he just was launching balls into New Jersey.
But still lost that one.
Yeah, well, that's because he had 30 in the first round, and you see guys go crazy like that, and then they fall apart. They just don't have the.
He received a 5 in 2013 to 17. He got 5 years, $125 million from the Angels. 2 years, $24 million, and 11 to 12. But no, that 5 year, $125 million was the biggest that he got.
Yeah, I mean that was big money back then.
It was, yes.
I mean, $125 million now is equivalent. I mean, think about
200?
it. Yeah, I mean, A-Rod got $250. He got half of A-Rod contract.
There you go.
And he was older than A-Rod probably when he got the contract because I mean he didn't get to the majors till he was 30. Llama. We got the llamas. Premium plays. They're in the they're in the link. I think coming up. I think I see. They're actually in the chats here too. DC. Tim threw them up in the chats. But go to Winner Free Picks. They're right over there for you. It's hotter in Boston, New Jersey than where you are. Is it? I mean, I don't even here. People are oh, it's hot. All right, it's 100 degrees. I don't mind. It's not like I'm outside, working on roofs. I'm not building houses here. It's not bad. Although my son's yeah, it's not bad for you. You're not out on the field for 2 hours in the morning. Hamilton was a way better player, just became nothing. So he was nothing so quick as he got hurt. And they played for the Rangers. That's a good comparison. Here are the premiums. Dave likes the Cleveland Indians run line. So -115. If you want to do Cleveland run line, sure. Arizona, I understand. But Bieber's, his numbers, I don't know. Maybe Cleveland knows something. That's why they didn't go out and really make kind of moves. I don't know. You think they'd kind of try to get some kind of offense, do something. Here we go, Wilson. Yes, yes, yes. I said the Red Sox here are a nice doggy. They've won 4 in a row. The Pirates are a nice doggy here. The Reds are another nice doggy you could jump on. Who else could we jump on here as a little dog to get things done? That's about it, I think. Gracious. Twinkies are online with Ryan. What is that? Plus 110? Minus 105. I'm sorry. Okay. They should win after yesterday's debacle. Rangers money line, Martin Perez. Yes. St. Louis money line. See, this would be a run liner for me. I can't lay 170. I can't do it. I know the Cubs, but maybe the Cubs come out and play. They didn't trade their 2 guys. They trade the bullpen, but not the offense. I don't know. What are the Cubs doing? And Brewers run line. You know, no way the Brewers lose again. Laid at 125, right? They can't lose to the Pirates. Again, I can't bet. I can't bet teams that are on losing streaks. San Diego pitching is not that good. Braves can be scared. Yeah, San Diego pitching. Darvish got a little shelled yesterday, but Musgrove's been pretty good. Darvish had been pretty good. Manaea and Snell are not. I thought Manaea would be a lot better. He's let me down. And Snell, again, thank goodness you only need 3 starters in the postseason. Why wouldn't you want Gallo when you need to? Why wouldn't you want Gallo when you need a pinch hitter to strike out? Yeah, seriously, right, J Rock? Why do Yankees trade Montgomery for an injured Bader? This is Sevy's on the DL. Cortez is, slowed down since the start, right? Second, he's been bad, not bad, but not as good as he was. Talion's got a 5 ERA. This guy, at least Monty for 3 years puts up a 3.5 ERA. I'll take a 3.5 ERA in today's baseball in the AL East. Pitching for the Yanks. We've seen guys come to the Yanks and just completely fall apart. Let's hope Montes isn't Sonny Gray or Esteban Loaiza or Javi Vasquez or Jeff Weaver, Kenny Rogers, Hideki Arabu. Kevin Brown was here, was trash. Randy Johnson here was trash. Even Clemens had 1 good year. Those Yankee teams were winning World Series. Clemens won 20 once with that team. Pettit could have won 20. I've seen Yankees bring in guys here and do. Denny Nagel. Remember Denny Nagel came to the Yankees. Oh, my goodness. Bader. Guy. Oh, he's a fast. We got him because he's fast. He's a gold glove center fielder. He's out with a foot injury for Lord knows how long. What are we doing here? Okay, so Stanton comes back. He goes to the DH spot. Judge is your right fielder. Do they sign Benedetti to a deal? I don't know. He walks, and what do you do? Put Hicks in left or I don't even know. What are they doing? I have no idea. No idea. Bring up Florial, please. Please. Gracious. Seattle money line. Yes. San Diego money line minus 330. Yeah, easy winner. Over Texas. Excuse me. San Diego money line and the over. Oh, definitely the over that game. Texas money line and the over. 3-game parlay. That's a 3-game parlay, but that's 5 games. That's a 5-teamer. AP Indy. Hamilton had some good years, bro. And he wasn't a juice guy. His juice was like crack or whatever he was on, Yeah. 2 of the best players of baseball and probably worst team. And I understand the whole, people were like, well, they should, because I said it, right? I was like, they should trade Ohtani. What are they doing here? Or trade Trout, trade Ohtani. Ohtani's got a lot of marketing stuff. They can't trade him because of everything with, Japan and marketing. How don't you trade Trout? Someone would have took Trout. You're a 20-game under 500 team with both of these guys. You can't make the playoffs. Next year you will. You traded your closer, who's pretty good. I don't whatever. I guess the Angel fans just like, you know what? It's okay to go watch the Dodgers play. Don't come to our stadium. Why do I like the Mariners? Because they're good. Number 1, they're a good team. What are they now? What are they now? 19-1 their last 20 when not playing the Astros. Is that about right? Does that sound about right, Tim? 19-1 their last 20 games.
I think it's 18-1 because they were 17-0 before the season series started. They lost one, they won one, so 18-1. Or they were 19-7 the last 26. But
6 losses were to the Astros.
6 of them were to the Astros. So, yeah, 18-1 against teams not named the Astros in their last 19 games. You're welcome.
I'll take a shot at plus 150, Don.
I'm on the same boat. Plus, we just saw Luis Castillo pitch against the Yankees. Shut him down.
The Reds had shut him out. Yeah.
Run, 2 hits in 7 innings. And that was when he was on the Reds. Now he's actually on a legitimate team that'll give him run support.
Okay, take the Yanks. You can't go wrong taking the Yanks minus 165 after a loss. They're due to win. No way they can lose 2 in a row. Yeah, they believe in Herman. I don't believe in Herman. I mean, listen, you could have traded Herman, DV Cruz, Floria. Like, what are you doing? I would have took Brandon Marsh. I would have took Marsh and Syndergaard. You just had to get some, you have to get, I mean, what are we doing here? We're really hoping Cortez and Talion turn it around the second half and get stronger when they're, what are we doing? You trade Monty. Why? Sevy. He's on what, the 60-day DL? What are we doing, guys? Josh Donaldson, same batting average as Joey Gallo. Hicks. You couldn't pick up Brandon Drury? Can you bring up Peraza? Bring up Peraza, bring up Floria, let him play. Bring up Andujar. What, I got to wait? I got to wait a month for the rosters to expand to bring up these guys? And there's no way Judge is going to not get hurt. I mean, listen, he's having a great year. I hope he stays healthy just so he can have a monster year. And some fool's going to come in here and give him $45 million because the Yanks ain't giving him that money. Go ahead. Have fun. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Goodbye, Judge. I mean, you can't pay him that. But, I mean, what are they? Frustrated Yankee fan here. First time, long time. I'll hang up and listen. Yeah, if he comes back from injured. Like, I mean, what are they? Guy's got foot problems. They got him for his speed. Promo code, I believe, is CFL. CFL, DC. DC,
That is correct, CFL.
Listen, DC, do this, DC. I'm going to save you a bunch of money because this is what I do. Underneath here. I'll even put it right in the chat. Text this, you get a week for $39 instead of a 3-pack for $34. All right? So the 3-pack is $34.99. For $39.20, you get a week of games. You'll get all my baseball. You'll get NFL tomorrow. Use that instead. All right? Where? There we go. Mike. Trout is always hurt. Exactly. Like Zion. I mean, first of all, let's not compare Zion Williamson to Mike Trout. I mean, Zion is a big, pudgy man who likes to eat. Again, how do you play him? I don't understand. Although, if the Nets should trade, they should say, hey, we'll give you Kevin Durant for Zion. Another Odom. Greg Odom. I remember him coming out of Ohio State. Toronto up 1-0 with Kikuchi on the hill. They should win. I mean, I thought about taking Toronto today, but I see Kikuchi. I'm like, even with 3 in a row, I couldn't. I probably should have took a run line because if they were going to win, they'd probably win like 6-3 or 6-4 or something like that. I just can't pull. There's some guys you just can't bet on. I can't bet on. I mean, listen, I got folks in here want to bet freaking Blake Snell minus 330. So, I mean, who knows what people think.
Well, Juan Soto's going to be in the lineup. Josh Bell's going to be in the lineup. There's no way they lose tonight.
I just can't.
Watch Soto go 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and the Colorado Rockies win 3-1.
He gets the hat trick. Oh, the Golden Sombrero goes down looking every time.
Yeah, I would.
Rockies win 3-1.
I would take a flyer on Juan Soto under a half a hit tonight.
Drops a fly ball. Error. He gives up. They lose 2-0. They lose 3-1, and he gave a 2-run error on Soto.
I'm not gonna. I will say, I'm letting Nick do this. I wish he put it up last night. The Nationals last night. I'm letting Nick put up the big dogs. He's gonna have Colorado up today. It's gonna happen.
And again, what is Colorado? Colorado loves their team so much. We're never going to trade a guy. I would have took Cool or Freeland if I'm the Yanks. I would have taken any one of their pitchers and CJ. Well, maybe not CJ Crone, but
Colorado is a weird team. I think what they're trying to do,
Charlie Black. Yeah, please tell me.
what they're trying to do is be good enough for people to come to the games, but not and not be horrible. Like they want to be just good enough to keep fans interested, but they don't want to be out. They're not going to be outstanding. Like they had the weirdest things where they didn't trade one of their guys last year. I think it was Aaronola. No, he was already with St. Louis. They didn't trade one of their guys last trade deadline, and then ended up getting rid of him over the offseason.
Yeah, it was Arenado. Yeah.
No. He was Arenado left a couple of years ago. It was somebody else that was on that team.
Oh, Trevor Story. It was Story.
Yeah. They let him walk in the offseason. They go, we're going to rebuild, and then sign Chris Bryant to a crap ton of money. What? What are you guys doing? I don't understand. Colorado did exactly what I expected them to do during the trade deadline yesterday. Looked at you do this, nothing. All right, cool. No selling, no buying, nothing. Crone stayed. Connor Joe stayed. Chad Kuhl stayed. Why? And
Colorado? they signed their bullpen guy Barr to an extension.
Oh God, why? I just don't understand. It's not. And I'm not a Colorado fan by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not a Colorado fan. I couldn't feel more neutral about them. It just doesn't make sense as a baseball fan why they don't do anything. That place could be a fun place to go to for a stadium and Mile High and all that cool stuff. If only they had, a team to go around it.
They'll always have 2007. Look at this. Zion, most dominant force in the NBA since Shaq. All he did was average 27.7 rebounds and 61% shooting. Come on. Did he really do this, AP? Is this a true NBA stat?
I mean, it could have been before he got injured. What is that? A collective 4 games? Honestly, no. Let's go find Zion Williams NBA stats.
As a 20-year-old, I need to verify those numbers. I mean, how many games is that? 6? I mean, Chris King will have every big fave today in the parlay show.
Of course he does. I don't know. You know what? He did play. This is during the 2020 year. He played in all 61 games, or he played in 61 games, 33 minutes a game, 27 points, 61% shooting, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, almost a steal, a half a block. So he did play up to that. You know what? I remember that because I remember playing DFS with that, and Zion was always a nice piece to put in, and he was never truly really expensive. I mean, 2019 was kind of a weird year for him, but
I'm going to say then what happened? I mean, they got hurt. I mean,
and then he got injured in the preseason, I think.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
You should have all the promos. I got everything. I posted up before DC.
CFL is the one that you get 20% off.
He's more dominant than Giannis. All-Star in 2020. Hey, listen, AP. It is a what have you done for me lately? Strongest dude in the league by a lot. I mean, he's a big cat. I'm not saying he's not. And again, 2019, 27.7, 6%. Excellent. Yes. Is he healthy? Thanks, AP. But is he healthy? I'm not trying to mock Zion. I'm just saying
he will be next year. He will be. I mean, we saw
for this season.
We saw it at the end of last season doing monster dunks and crap. It's like, why weren't you playing in the NBA? Why weren't you playing? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But he will be in this year. He will be.
Right.
And that could be another player for comeback player of the year. But I don't know.
Durant for Zion. Make it happen.
No.
If they're trading Durant or Kyrie, it's got to be the best player on your team. I'm not trading. You see how I am as an owner. I'm not trading. No. Nope. Don't have to.
I would love to see how the team that Higgs owns actually performs, and I'd probably bet on your team a lot. To be honest, the way that you run it, I would have to bet on them.
I mean, I just, like I said, these NBA guys, you can't just come in and dictate a trade and say, well, I want to go here, and then, okay, we'll take whatever table strap you're giving us. Not happening.
Mm-mm.
Ruben will be the last comment of the day. Cardinals run line plus 115. Who's that guy? Mikolos on the hill today? Why not? I mean, Cubbies have lost 3 in a row. There's just how come they
I
didn't
kind
trade
of lean
Contreras?
towards the Man of Steel.
I would say more. I would lean more on the under here, 8.5.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm shocked I didn't take the St. Louis 8.5 under. Why didn't I do that? Oh, well, I didn't for whatever reason. All right, listen. You know what's going on. Allie Burns coming up next morning. Tim's going to be on. I'm coming in by to say hello. So stick around in another minute or two. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Twitter, come say hello. And I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll talk some NFL preseason. I got that game up already, but I'll give you my thoughts on how I bet my preseason game. So we'll see everyone tomorrow.